Upwork just announced that they're changing their fixed 10% service fee to a variable 0 to 15% fee. You're probably wondering, what the hell does that mean for me? Will I no longer have to pay anything to Upwork? Or are they once again taking more of my money? This video, I'm going to answer these questions, what you can expect once these changes go live, and what you need to do to adapt. Let's get straight into it. First of all, these changes are going to go live on May 1st of 2025, and they will not be applied to existing contracts. They are only going to apply to new contracts that you sign from May 1st. As usual, Upwork is very vague on this announcement and doesn't give us a clear direction, but based on what they wrote and their past behavior, this is the most likely scenario. The main question in your head is probably, how the hell did they make the decision if it's going to be 0 or 15%? And I'm going to break that down right now. As you can see, what factors determine how much you will pay. Algorithms keep evolving, but for the time being, fee will vary based on factors such as level of supply and demand to start, and eventually their algorithm will grow to include things such as client and freelancer tenure and membership plans, as well as the job category, scope, complexity, and urgency. So I'm going to break down to you what this means. Right now, the main thing is the supply and demand for your specific niche services. And we can expect jobs like web design and web development to have a 15% service fee. The reason for that is because there's a lot of clients that want that service, and there's a lot of freelancers that are doing it. Because there's so much supply of freelancers, Upwork can get away with charging a higher fee without changing the amount of clients that come through the platform and how much of freelancers are willing to take the job. Jobs that have less freelancers to offer those services are likely going to be closer to 0%, because if Upwork doesn't have those very little amount of freelancers to supply those clients, they're going to lose the client. And remember, the main objective from Upwork's side is they need to keep clients on their platform. And so if there's nobody that is willing to do the service for them, they're not going to be staying on the platform. So Upwork is going to be willing to give lower fees to those specific freelancers because they're providing something that there's not that many people offering. Now, for the future factors that they already mentioned, they're likely going to have an impact. For the maturity of the freelancer and the client's account, you can expect that clients and freelancers that have been on the platform for a longer time will likely have a lower fee compared to clients that are more recent. As well as the membership plan, if you pay for a more expensive membership plan, you're probably going to have a lower fee. Now, when it comes to the job category and scope and complexity, more likely than not, the jobs that have higher budget will have a lower fee. And the reason for that is because Upwork is going to still make a more amount of units of money. So if they're charging 5% on a 100K project, that's 5K. If the job is 50K, for Upwork to make the same 5K in fees, they would need to charge a 10% contract fee. So the expected conclusion is the higher the budget of the project, the lower is going to be the fee, because it's also a higher incentive for freelancers to work with the clients outside of the platform, because they're going to have to be paying a huge amount of fee. Now, how will you know how much fee you are going to pay? You're going to be able to see the percentage fee once you are creating the proposal on the bid calculator. So whenever you're submitting the proposal, it's going to show to you how much is going to be the contract fee before you even submit the proposal. If you're wondering if this applies only to freelancers or agencies, very clearly, it's going to be the same for both. It doesn't make any difference if you're a freelancer or if you're an agency, it's going to be the same. Now, the main question to answer is, what is going to change once this new update comes into play? If you're in a very competitive niche like web design and development, most likely it's going to cause the prices to go up, the worst freelancers to go out of business, and the best freelancers to keep racking more and more money. Because the people that are making the most money and are the most competent, they can afford to pay the extra fee. If you're in an underserved niche, you're probably going to pay way less in fees because Upwork needs you more than you need them to serve clients. And if you're thinking about starting on Upwork, this is going to be your golden opportunity, as this disruption is going to cause a lot of freelancers and agencies to finally leave the platform because they're already frustrated with a lot of things, and most people are not going to survive. But the best of the best are going to make more money than ever. So what should you do? If you don't know this yet, analyze the amount of jobs that are being created for your specific sub-niche and how many freelancers are providing that specific service. So for example, in web design and development, you can look into conversion rate optimization as a specialization that is likely going to have less people supplying those jobs. Don't make any changes yet, but keep this information in your back pocket because once the change goes live, it will allow you to adapt faster than your competitors. And if you're watching this after May 1st, you can just go straight to the job posts on Upwork and start creating a proposal to see how much is a service fee Upwork is charging you. I'll also make a new YouTube video once these changes go live so I can update you on everything. If you want to know more how we get high ticket clients for our agencies, you should watch this video right here. See you next week. Peace.